Do you believe that walking every day is enough to keep you healthy after 70? You might be making a major mistake without even realizing it. Walking is great, but doctors are now warning that relying on walking alone might actually speed up aging instead of slowing it down. Why? Because walking doesn't build enough muscle, it doesn't fully protect your joints, and it doesn't do much to improve balance. Let's look at John, 75 years old. He walked every day, thinking it was the best way to stay strong. But one day, as he stepped off a curb, he lost his balance and nearly fell. That was the moment he realized walking wasn't enough. The truth is, your body needs more than just steps to stay strong, balanced, and pain-free. That's why in this video, we're going to break down 5 key things you should focus on instead of just walking. And the last one? Most people don't even think about it, but it plays a huge role in how long and how well you live. If you care about staying independent, strong, and active for years to come, keep watching. Before we dive in, let me know, have you always believed that walking was the best exercise after 70? Comment, "I used to think so," below. I want to see how many of us have had the same belief. Strength training, the key to staying independent. After 70. Have you noticed that carrying grocery bags feels heavier than before? Or that standing up from a chair without using your hands is becoming more difficult? If so, you might be experiencing muscle loss, something that happens naturally as we age. After 70, we start losing muscle mass at a faster rate, a condition known as sarcopenia. The problem? Walking alone does not build enough muscle to prevent this loss. Walking is great for movement, but it doesn't challenge your muscles enough to keep them strong. It mainly works the lower body and doesn't provide the resistance needed to maintain muscle mass. That's why doctors now emphasize that strength training is one of the most important things you can do after 70. Robert's story, a wake-up call. Let's talk about Robert, 74 years old. He walked every day, believing that was enough to keep him healthy. But over time, he noticed something troubling. Getting up from a chair became harder. Opening a jar took more effort, and lifting objects felt heavier than before. At first, he thought it was just aging. But when he spoke to his doctor, he learned that his muscles were weakening because he wasn't actively working to maintain them. His doctor explained that muscle loss isn't just something that happens. It happens faster if you don't challenge your muscles. Determined to take control of his health, Robert started adding simple strength exercises to his routine. He began with resistance bands to activate his muscles, bodyweight squats to build leg strength, light dumbbell exercises, 3-5 bulbs, to improve his grip and upper body strength. At first, it felt challenging, but after just a few months, he noticed a huge difference. He could stand up more easily, carry groceries without strain, and even had more energy throughout the day. Test your strength. Can you do this? Now let's see where your strength stands. Try this simple test. Sit down in a chair and stand up without using your hands. Can you do it easily? Or do you struggle? If it feels difficult, that's your body telling you that your muscles need work. But don't worry, you can rebuild strength at any age. The simple solution: strength training in just 10 minutes a day. Bodyweight squats. Start with 5 to 10 reps. Wall push-ups. A great way to strengthen your upper body. Light dumbbell exercises. 3-5 bulbs. Helps with grip and arm strength. You don't need heavy weights or a gym membership. Just 10 minutes a day can make a huge difference. Remember, muscle loss is not inevitable. The sooner you start, the stronger and more independent you'll stay. So are you ready to take control of your strength? Let's keep going. Balance training, the key to preventing falls. After 70, in the last section, we talked about muscle loss and how strength training keeps you independent. But strength alone isn't enough. You also need balance. Imagine this. You're walking down the sidewalk, feeling confident, when suddenly you step on an uneven surface and lose your balance. Your heart races as you reach for something to grab onto. Sound familiar? As we age, falls become one of the biggest risks to our independence. In fact, studies show that 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, and the consequences can be life-changing. A single fall can lead to broken bones, long recovery times, and even a loss of mobility. The problem? Walking alone doesn't train the small stabilizing muscles that keep you steady. While it keeps you moving, it doesn't challenge your body's ability to adjust to sudden shifts in weight or position. Edward's story, a wake-up call. Let's talk about Edward, 76 years old. He always thought he was strong and steady. But one day, while stepping off a curb, his foot landed at an awkward angle, and he lost his balance. He caught himself just in time, but it shook his confidence. That's when he realized something. His balance wasn't as good as it used to be. His doctor explained that balance declines naturally with age unless we actively work to maintain it. Determined to improve, Edward started practicing simple balance exercises. Within weeks, he felt stronger, steadier, and more confident in his movements. Test your balance. Can you do this? Now let's check your own balance. Try this simple test. Stand on one foot for 10 seconds. Can you do it without wobbling? If you struggle, that's a sign your balance needs work. But the good news is, you can improve it at any age. The simple solution: balance exercises in just a few minutes a day. Heel to toe. Walk in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other. One leg stand. Practice standing on one foot for 10-15 seconds, then switch legs. Weight shifts. Slowly shift your weight from one side to the other while keeping your body steady. These simple exercises train your brain and muscles to react faster, helping you stay steady in real-life situations. Remember, you don't lose balance overnight. It declines slowly. But the sooner you start training, the more stable and independent you'll stay. So are you ready to take control of your balance? Let's keep going. Flexibility and mobility, the key to staying active and pain-free. In the last section, we talked about balance and how improving it can help prevent dangerous falls. But there's another factor that plays a huge role in how well you move: your flexibility and joint mobility. Have you ever noticed that turning your head feels stiffer than before? Or that bending down to tie your shoes isn't as easy as it used to be? As we age, our joints naturally stiffen, and our range of motion decreases. Movements that once felt effortless can become uncomfortable or even painful. Unfortunately, walking alone doesn't do enough to stretch your muscles or keep your joints flexible. Walter's story, a warning sign he didn't see coming. Let's talk about Walter, 78 years old. He walked daily, believing it was the best way to stay mobile. But over time, he noticed something strange. Getting out of bed in the morning felt stiff. Reaching for the backseat of his car was harder. And even putting on a jacket required more effort. At first, he thought it was just aging. But when he told his doctor, he learned the real problem. He wasn't using his joints through their full range of motion. His doctor explained that mobility loss isn't just about getting older. It's about not moving your body the right way. Determined to improve, Walter started incorporating gentle flexibility and mobility exercises into his daily routine. Within weeks, he felt looser, more comfortable, and even noticed an improvement in his posture. Test your mobility. Try this simple check. Let's see where your flexibility stands. Try this quick test. Stand up straight and slowly turn your head from side to side. Does it feel smooth, or do you feel tightness? Bend forward and try to touch your toes. Can you reach them easily, or do you feel stiffness in your lower back and legs? If you notice restrictions, it's a sign your flexibility is decreasing, but you can do something about it. The solution: simple mobility exercises for just 5 minutes a day. Gentle neck rotations. Slowly turn your head left and right to improve range of motion. Shoulder rolls. Rotate your shoulders forward and backward to loosen tension. Seated or standing toe touches. Help stretch your lower back and hamstrings. Knee to chest stretches. Increase hip flexibility and reduce stiffness. The best part? You don't need any equipment or a gym. Just a few minutes each day can help keep your body feeling younger and pain-free. Remember, losing flexibility isn't just about feeling stiff. It can limit your independence. Start stretching today, and your future self will thank you. Core strength and posture, the foundation for stability and pain-free movement. We've talked about balance and flexibility, two key factors in maintaining mobility and preventing falls. But there's one more crucial piece that holds everything together: your core strength and posture. Have you ever noticed yourself hunching forward more than before? Or maybe you've started experiencing lower back pain after standing or walking for long periods. These are signs that your core muscles may be weakening. Your core is more than just your abdominal muscles. It includes your lower back, hips, and deep stabilizing muscles that support your spine. If these muscles are weak, you may slouch, experience pain, and even struggle with balance and coordination. Harold's story: the silent effect of poor posture. Let's talk about Harold, 75 years old. He had always been active, but over the years, he noticed his shoulders rounding forward, his lower back aching, and standing for long periods becoming uncomfortable. At first, he thought it was just normal aging, but his doctor explained that his poor posture was putting extra strain on his spine and joints, leading to chronic stiffness and increased fall risk. Determined to improve, Harold started incorporating gentle core and posture exercises into his daily routine. Within a few weeks, he felt less back pain, better posture, and even improved breathing capacity. Test your core strength and posture. Try this. Now let's check where you stand. Try this quick test. Stand against a wall with your back flat. Can your head, shoulders, and hips all touch the surface naturally? If it feels difficult or unnatural, your posture and core muscles may need strengthening. But the good news? You can fix it with simple daily exercises. The solution: strengthen your core and improve posture. In just a few minutes a day, posture reset. Stand against a wall, align your spine, and hold for 30 seconds to retrain your posture. Seated core activation. While sitting, engage your lower abs by gently pulling your belly button toward your spine. Hold for 10 seconds and release. Slow and controlled rotations. Rotate your torso side to side while keeping your back straight to strengthen stabilizing muscles. When you strengthen your core, you improve posture, reduce joint strain, and make every movement feel smoother and more effortless. Remember, a strong core is like a strong foundation for a house. If it's weak, everything else becomes unstable. Start today, and every step you take will feel lighter and easier. Final thoughts. It's time to take action. 400 words. Walking is great, but as we've seen, it's not enough. If you truly want to stay strong, mobile, and independent, after 70, you need to focus on more than just putting one foot in front of the other. In this video, we covered 5 essential areas that will make a real difference in how you age. Strength training to prevent muscle loss and keep you strong. Balance exercises to reduce the risk of falls and maintain stability. Flexibility and mobility to keep your joints moving smoothly and pain-free. Core strength and posture to support your spine and improve stability. Joint protection and low-impact movements to avoid unnecessary strain and discomfort. The most important lesson: aging well is not about luck. It's about the choices you make today. Many people assume that feeling weaker, stiffer, or off balance is just part of getting older. But the truth is, you have the power to change that. Small, consistent efforts can slow down or even reverse many of the challenges that come with aging. Now, it's your turn. I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 areas do you need to work on the most? Comment the number below. 1. Strength training. 2. Balance exercises. 3. Flexibility and mobility. 4. Core strength and posture. 5. Joint protection and low-impact movements. Your response will help me create even better content to support your health journey. And if you found this video helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video to show your support. Share it with friends or family who need this information. Subscribe so you never miss future health tips. Remember, your future health starts with what you do today. Take the first step now, and your body will thank you for years to come. Are you ready to take control of your health and live stronger, longer? Let's get started.